This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you Year-Ender series special interview with BHARAT LAL, Mission Director, JAL JEEVAN Mission. The interviewer is K.B. Prasad, journalist.
The National JAL JEEVAN Mission is Prime Minister's dream to provide piped water to every household in the rural areas. Some 6 lakh villages are to be covered, almost 19 crore households. It's a gigantic task, and the person who has been tasked to deliver this mission, we are talking to him, Mr. BHARAT LAL. Could you give us the broad contours for very challenging tasks set up before you and your whole team as you go headed to 2024 mission?
Let me give you the basic contour that the government is very much committed to improve the quality of life and enhance ease of living of our citizens. And you have seen in last more than 7 years, a number of steps have been taken, like, for example, housing to all, toilet to all, electricity to all, cooking gas to all, social security, healthcare, Ayushman Bharat, financial Jan Dhan Yojana, all those things have been done just to improve the quality of life. In the same breath, Honorable Prime Minister in 2019 announced JAL JEEVAN Mission in his address to the nation on Independence Day. Under JAL JEEVAN Mission, provision for tap water supply to every rural household and schools, Anganwadi centers, Ashram Shala is to be made. The second important point is that this management, it has to be done by Gram Panchayat or subcommittee, that is Village Water and Sanitation Committee, or locally some places they call it Pani Samiti, or if you take very literal meaning, it's a Pay Jal Evam Swachhata Samiti, which is a 15-member committee with 50% women and suitable representation to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, that is bigger section of society. Well, the project cost is 3,60,000 crore rupees, and when the mission was launched in 2019, out of 19.22 crore household, only 3.23 crore households were having tap water connection. It means in 5 years, 16 crore household or more than 3 crore 20 lakh household to be given tap water connection every year. I am happy to report to you that despite COVID-19 pandemic, in last 28 months, we have been able to provide tap water connection to 5.45 crore household, and today as a country we should be proud of that in 8 crore 70 lakh household people are getting tap water supply. Prime Minister has repeatedly said that the mantra that no one is left out, and keeping this mantra in mind, we are concentrating that wherever we construct pipe water supply system, every household, no one should be left out, every household is given tap water connection. So in this context, you will be happy to note that out of 6,05,000 villages, 1,28,000 villages have become what we call Har Ghar Jal village, that is every household is having tap water connection. Similarly, 83 districts, each and every household in these districts are having tap water supply. You will be happy again that 3 states, that is Goa, Telangana and Haryana, and 3 union territories, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Puducherry, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. So these 3 states and 3 UTs have become 100% household with tap water supply. And every village is now basically involved. There is a healthy competition between states, between district to district. So that work is going on. And under JAL JEEVAN Mission, more than 4,50,000 villages, such Pani Samiti or Village Water Sanitation Committee have been formed. Roughly 3,38,000 village action plan has been prepared. Under JAL JEEVAN Mission, we are also, the motto is building partnership and working together. So we have the provision of engaging local NGOs, local village level organization to work as implementation support agency. That is, they are basically for information, education and communication. Secondarily, they are there to handhold the village community, bring awareness about various aspects of water sanitation and hygiene to achieve water security. So roughly more than 13,000 such institutions are working. We have also entered into arrangement with some eminent international or UN organizations like UNICEF, UNOPS and many trust foundations, roughly 185 such institutions of international repute, with whom they are working as sector partner under JAL JEEVAN Mission. And basically we are coordinating our efforts and they have joined hands with us. Not stopping here, because please appreciate that JAL JEEVAN Mission is a transformational program which is going to impact the lives of people, especially women, children, girls, daughters, everybody, especially in drought-prone and desert area, or in forested area, or in top hills. One example I'll give, just People might be thinking that in Leh and Ladakh there is a lot of snow, river and plenty of water is there. But as you know that even Leh and Ladakh is a cold desert. So there during winters temperature goes down to even -20, -30 or even -36 degrees centigrade. During this time everywhere water is frozen. So ensuring water supply in the house, running water in the house in sub-zero temperature is challenging task. So under Jal Jeevan Mission, huge investment has been made on using modern technology. So like all the information about the village, about the number of household, population, type of scheme, water source. So all this information is collected and data analytics is used in big way. Similarly, artificial intelligence for predicting what kind of scheme should be there, that can use different kind of water treatment technologies like for arsenic removal, for fluoride, for iron, for salinity, for heavy metals, for nitrate. So these technologies are used. And imagine for what regular operation and maintenance. So for regular and operation maintenance, basically sensor-based IoT devices, the plan is that in next 3 years, every village, this kind of device is installed and data is collected, and you know that in each household what quantity of water is going, what is the quality, and if any remedial action is required, that should be taken. So use of such deep technologies is helping in basically working with speed and on such a scale. As I said earlier that out of 19.22 crore household, only 3.23 crore household were having tap water connection in 2019, and remaining 16 crore household means every year more than 3 crore household have to be given tap water connection. So far to work with such a speed and on such a scale, I think we have to use deep technologies. But more important, we are also using this opportunity to promote Atmanirbhar Bharat, and whether it's a production of different kind of pipes or different kind of motors or valves or water efficient facets or let's say sensor, all these things are being done. So we have launched one challenge with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to develop different kind of sensor to monitor the water supply. Similarly, with the Startup India or Investment India, we have entered into an arrangement and we have launched one challenge where we are also basically developing water quality testing devices. Like today, you can test your glucose level at your home. Similarly, if we develop this device and we are able to provide this thing, everybody can test this water. So we are developing this kind of devices because we have felt that a supplier, public health department or organization should supply quality water and people should develop faith. So people will develop faith if they have means to test their water. So A, this kind of device is being developed. B, in the country, in every village we are trying to train people, especially women. And so far more than 8,55,000 women have been trained in the country to test water by using field testing kit. Similarly, we have roughly 2015 laboratories and we have opened all these laboratories to public. You can go and get your water tested at a nominal cost. So this will develop faith. There a situation will come where there is no need for having a water filter at home or RO plant at your home. So the approach is that end of the day, every house should get clean tap water. In meantime, Honorable Prime Minister during COVID-19 pandemic emphasized the need for ensuring clean tap water in schools and Anganwadi centers and Ashram Shala, that is tribal residential school.
Lal, a couple of things that come out of what you said. It's a very big superstructure that has been created and being created as you go along. But two elementary challenges remain, and probably you have faced it and will continue to face it, is the depletion of groundwater. While we are talking of recharging the aquifers, this is an issue that we need to look at, number one. And the question is of supply of electricity. How do we ensure uninterrupted supply? Especially many states are remaining power deficient.
See, about groundwater, as we know that this groundwater depletion in last 30-40 years, it is a challenge. And present government has taken a number of steps, especially more important is Jal Shakti Abhiyan, to bring awareness among people so that people get involved. Water should become everyone's business. So we get involved into water conservation measures like use of micro irrigation, deepening of ponds, desilting of reservoirs. So more and more water can be stored there and that can be used. New watershed management, spring shed management, and especially a lot of fund is available under Manrega, under District Mineral Development Fund, 15th Finance Commission tied grant for water and sanitation. So all this money can be used basically to strengthen rainwater harvesting and artificial recharge. Secondarily, last year, Atal Bhujal Yojana has been launched in water stressed districts. idea is that in the village people should be taught and they should start thinking about long-term sustainable management of water. Basically, farmers and village people, they know that every year, like in food grain, they produce food grain, store it, use it throughout the year. Similarly, for water, this understanding has to go that water basically becomes available for those 15 to 20 days which are rainy days. You have to collect this water, store it and use it, or in some upper Himalayas during snowfall. So this is the water which we have to collect and store it. In fact, in our country, monsoon is hardly 25 to 30 days on an average. So there is a lot of emphasis on rainwater harvesting, artificial recharge and water use efficiency. Many instruments are being developed where less and less water is used, and micro irrigation is one of the best method of irrigation. Second part you have said about electricity. So we have two-pronged strategy. See, if every village works like as a family, so it means everybody uses water very judiciously. So basically, if there is an overhead tank and in the morning and evening you fill the overhead tank for next 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening, so then you can have supply. So two things we have done. One, we are promoting use of solar panel and battery so that recurring cost is reduced, and if there are some disruption because of any reason, that can be taken care of. And secondarily, on the recommendation of 15th Finance Commission, roughly 1,72,000 crore rupees is being provided to states for onward transfer to rural local bodies or Panchayati Raj institution, where basically this money has to be compulsorily, mandatorily to be used on water supply and sanitation. So every household is expected to monthly contribute towards water service charges because a lot of money is being spent, whether it's a chlorination or pumping or electricity use, so they should be paying something. Or if there is shortfall, this 15th Finance Commission tide grant for water and sanitation can also be used for electricity. So what we are seeing that water becomes everyone's business and villages become water, sanitation and hygiene enlightened villages. Our younger generation becomes sensitive to various water issues, and this holistic approach will ensure water security or clean drinking water to all.
Lal, one of the essentials of success of this scheme is based on the fact that it should be people's program, people's ownership of this whole program, and successive generations know how to run this. But have you seen the challenge of the user fee and the payment of user fee? Is that an issue that, and if so, how does one look at tackling this?
See, you have observed that Honorable Prime Minister continue to emphasize on two things. Number one is transparency, and second, each and every program should be people's program. So under JAL JEEVAN mission, this is a classic example where transparency is maintained. There is a dashboard where village-wise information, whether it's a scheme or type of a scheme, who got connection, what is the quality of water, what is the supply of water, what work is at what stage. So we are trying to involve village committee because it's their work. We have also made provision that in every village, wherever work is going on, there should be a dashboard, a basically signboard where basic information is provided. Cost of the scheme, start date, closing date, who all the agency is implementing and all those things. Secondly, to ensure people participation, whatever scheme design estimates are prepared, that should be presented in the Gram Sabha. And people decide that this is the scheme and they at this cost, they should ensure that. We have also brought one element here that in scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, forested area, tribal area, hill area, desert area, 5% of the total capital cost should be contributed by people, and in rest of the villages 10%. Once the scheme is completed, this 10% money will be given back to the village people, which will they keep it as a revolving fund. So this is the way that people should be able to say that this is my scheme, this is my overhead tank, this is my pumping station. So this is promoted because money is being given back. And thirdly, for long-term operation and maintenance, it is the Gram Panchayat and our subcommittee, that is Village Water and Sanitation Committee or Pani Samiti, which is responsible for operation, maintenance, management of, and for which for 6-year period, that is starting from last year up to 2025-26, 1,72,000 crore rupees is being provided as 15th Finance Commission tide grant for water and sanitation. Honorable Prime Minister, in every meeting he keeps on talking about stakes which women have, every family has in this scheme, because this is a scheme for you, your generation, your children, everybody is going to use it. So the effort is that water should become everyone's business, and there should be people's involvement, participation to ensure transparency and accountability in the implementation of the program.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me in this program.
You were listening to ENDER series special interview with Bharat Lal, Mission Director, JAL JEEVAN Mission. The interviewer was KV Prasad, journalist. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio.